What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video on Soul Therapy. Today we're taking a look at my sneaker collection in 2024. I'm constantly buying, trading, and selling shoes, so I'll keep you updated throughout the year, but I wanted to have a video now just to see where my collection stands. Don't click off yet, but Pandas. These are the first sneakers in my collection. I've had these for the longest. I've owned these for about 2 years at this point, and I know it's super easy to hate on Pandas and say, well, they're a horrible shoe, everyone has them, but honestly, they're a super versatile shoe, and they're just a great beater for everyday use. I don't think they should be hated as much as they nearly are. At the end of the day, they're just a Nike shoe. Next up are my Nike Zoom Pegasus. Now, talking about beater shoes, there's probably not a more comfortable sneaker in my collection. I would definitely refer to these similar to as like a 350, a Yeezy 350. The comfort on these, especially with that Zoom X, is just remarkable. So whenever I'm going on long walks or even runs, this is definitely my go-to sneaker. It's great for so many occasions, and the colorway is just super simple. It does get dirty and kind of ugly looking quick, but besides that, an awesome sneaker. Another beater on the list is a shoe that I absolutely adore. This is my Jordan 1 Low Metallic Blue from 2015. As you can see, these are fairly cooked, but I recently made a video on restoring these. I got them for an absolute steal, and it's just a colorway that I love. I'm a huge fan of OG colorways, as you will tell in my collection for some of the sneakers that I have coming up, but these are just an amazing shoe. They're actually coming back this year in 2024 with the new 85 Low silhouette. I'm super excited to get my hands on those and bring you a review and compare them to these, but with the big swoosh and just the way that the shoe looks, I really love the Jordan 1 Low. One of my favorite silhouettes. Next up are the Kyrie Infinities. From time to time, I do be hooping, and this is an amazing basketball shoe. Say what you want about the player, his handles, his skills. Kyrie is an amazing basketball player, and I honestly love this shoe to death. It's probably one of my favorite basketball shoes of all time, and I've been a hooper for a long time, so I've gone through many shoes, but these aren't my current shoes. These are kind of my beater hooping sneakers, so whenever I play outside and stuff like that, I go with the Infinities. I got these for like 35 bucks. Honestly, a steal, and if you've been looking for some hoop shoes, you don't have to look much further than these. Next up is the Nike Dunk Low in the jungle green colorway. This is honestly an amazing shoe. The materials on the toe box and the quarter panels are super nice. I honestly don't wear this shoe nearly enough. I don't put together green outfits that often, but when I do, these are my go-to pick. Such a great shoe and a really slept on GR Nike Dunk Low colorway. Next up are these bad boys. These are the Air Force One Chicago Special Edition. These released late last year, and these are phenomenal. When I say the materials on these are outstanding, it's easily the best feeling sneaker in my entire sneaker collection, and these are going under retail in most sizes. If you're a Chicagoan, this is almost a must with the storytelling about the Chicago fire and all the Chicago skyline details on these. These are phenomenal. Such a great sneaker and definitely a sleeper pick. Now, by far the most worn sneaker I have in my collection is the Jordan 1 Low Black Toe. When these first dropped and they were sitting, I was so surprised. The materials on these are amazing. The colorway, obviously amazing. This is a great shoe. And the fact that these go under retail, like heavily under retail in most sizes, just is absurd to me. These are such a phenomenal shoe. If you haven't picked up the shoe yet, I definitely recommend it. I've been rocking it all of 2023, and I continue to rock it all of 2024. Not much bad I can say about this shoe. Great silhouette. I love the Jordan 1 Low. Great. On the topic of Jordan 1 Lows, the Jordan 1 Low 85 Neutral Gray is honestly, I think, sneaker of the year for last year. This is such a phenomenal shoe. How I can rock this in so many settings and real sneakerheads knowing what this shoe is just great. To many outsiders, it looks like a standard Nike shoe, but for those who have that know, this is a great shoe. An OG colorway back from 1985. And honestly, the 85 cut on this is phenomenal. I love the padding. These are super comfortable, and it's a sneaker that I really am considering doubling up on, just because I plan on getting so much wear out of it, so much use, and I want another pair on ice after these get absolutely cooked. But honestly, don't sleep on these. Such a great shoe. I'm super excited for more 85 releases. All right, now it's time to get to the heaters. The Jordan 3 White Cement. And now, my first video on this shoe wasn't very positive. For those who are OGs of the channel, this was actually my first video I ever made, was talking about the inconsistencies in the elephant print. And while that is true, I mean, when you have these on foot, does it really matter? Nah, not so much. This is such a clean shoe. I've gotten so much wear out of it, so much use out of it, and it's just something that works with so many outfits. It's a classic, iconic shoe. Jordan dunked from the free throw line in these. I absolutely love this sneaker, and if you don't have it yet in your collection, I highly recommend you end up buying. Speaking of white cement, y'all don't know about these. I mean, you probably know about these. These are the Jordan 4 white cement. I recently picked these up on eBay for an outstanding deal. I've been wanting these for the longest time, and even though the netting is a little bit yellow and the shoe has a couple creases, a couple like stains on it, I honestly think it's such a phenomenal shoe that it doesn't even matter how cooked or how dirty it looks. It just looks good in all situations, in all scenarios. I've been wearing this shoe so much recently, and while it's not the most comfortable Jordan in my collection, it's honestly one of my favorite looking. Definitely highly recommend. I hope they bring these back, and I hope they do them justice when they do. Now, I don't think y'all are ready for the next shoe. Of course, I got the Benjamin Franklin ones in this joint. I mean, these are so clean, these are so fresh. They're basically better than every Jordan in my collection. I definitely highly recommend picking up these. On the after sale market, they go for like 3-4 grand, but honestly, worth it. Such a great. All right, I wanted to get to a couple more subtle shoes before we get to the two absolute bangers that are coming up. First one is honestly a great shoe that I don't get enough people talking about is the Nike Dunk High 50th anniversary of hip hop. Now, I'm a huge hip hop fan. I'm a musician myself. I'm a rapper. I make my own music. And these are just phenomenal. They have the special premium feeling leather quality to them. They have the golden microphone that is such an awesome touch. And I got these for an absolute steal. And it honestly holds a lot of weight to me because I made a short on these like at the beginning of 2023 when they first came out. And that absolutely took off on my channel. So I'm really thankful for these shoes in that sort of way. And honestly, I'm a big fan of them. Definitely recommend them if you can come across them at a good deal. And if you're a hip hop fan, this is a no-brainer. Next up, I have the Jordan 1 Mid Siempre Familia, and man, where do I even start with these? I know it's a mid. Go ahead, say in the comment section down below. I don't care. This is a phenomenal shoe. All the details on it is just an amazing tribute to Mexican heritage. And me being Latino, being half Puerto Rican and half Mexican, these hold a special place in my heart. I honestly save these for super special occasions when I rock them. I definitely get use out of them during Christmas time and holiday season. And just the amount of laces it came with, it's just such a great shoe, such an underrated pick in my collection. And this is probably top 5, honestly. I've had this shoe for a while, ever since it released, and I'm a super big fan of these. Definitely recommend. All right, last one before we get to the absolute bangers. These are a recent pickup. This is the Jordan 7 Chambray. Now, what can I say about this shoe besides it being amazing? This is such a great shoe. I love the nubuck upper. When this first released back in 2007, I was just a baby, so I didn't know much about it, but the colors and everything of it are fantastic. I'm actually happy that they didn't do the stitching like the original release. I really think it's super solid just having that all black nubuck upper. And these are kind of my winter beater shoe. I was able to get them for such an amazing price that I'm comfortable with rocking these in all weather conditions, and they're just gonna look great. I love these, super good pickup for sure. I think it's time. These are the Jordan 11 Gratitudes. And boy, these were expensive. As you can tell, I cleaned these up a little bit because they were collecting a little bit of dust. I have rocked these and they do crease a little bit when it comes to the patent leather, a little bit more than I would like, honestly. But the materials on these, the high quality upper, this is just easily my favorite Jordan 11 that has released in a long time. The Columbias that are coming out this year are super tempting because I love that color so much. But man, what to say about the shoe that I haven't already? Last but certainly not least is the Jordan 1 85 Chicago. Man, these are such a great shoe. This has been probably the biggest grail in my collection of all time. Now, this isn't obviously in a pair from 1985, but this is a recreation from rep developer Boring Studio, and they did a fantastic job with these. The materials, the shape, the silhouette, I mean, it doesn't get much better than this, and that's why it's my favorite sneaker in my entire collection. As of 2024, that is my entire sneaker collection. Now, obviously, in a year from now, it'll probably look a little bit different as I'm constantly buying, trading, and selling sneakers. But at least for now, these are my favorite kicks, and I'm super happy with my collection. I'm super grateful to even have all these shoes. I know it's completely unnecessary. This is just something that I do for fun on my free time. But now I want to get you guys involved. If you don't mind, send a picture of your favorite sneaker. I'm going to put my Instagram up above and tell me why it's your favorite sneaker in your collection. I hope to put a compilation video together full of everyone's sneakers and really get to show off some of my audience's sneakers because I know you guys got some great shoes. Thank you guys for watching. It means the world to me. Consider subscribing and liking if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.